Hey everyone, Miss Holcomb here. When you go to write an essay, you need to make sure that your page is set up in correct MLA format, and this video is going to show you how to do that. So the first thing that you're going to do is open up Google Chrome internet browser and make sure that you log into your Google account if you are not already logged in. Once you are logged in, you should have this in the right-hand corner. You're going to click on your waffle, and you're going to click on Docs, this middle one right here. Once you are in Docs, you want to start a new blank document right here. Once your new document is opened, the very first thing you want to do, whether you're writing an essay or you're doing anything else in Google Docs, is to change untitled document. You want to rename that. This is how you can ensure that your documents save in your drive. So we're going to call this MLA page format. Once we've saved this, you will always have access to this document in your Google Drive, which means that every time you go to write an essay, all you have to do is go to your Google Drive, find this document, make a copy of it, and then you never have to start with a blank document again while writing essays. You'll have your MLA page format already done for you. So once I've saved it, MLA page format, and click back into the document, now this is saved, and it will continue to automatically save, which we'll show right here. So the first thing I want to do is change my font to Times New Roman and the font size to size 12. And then I also want to come all the way over here to line spacing and make sure it's set at double. Times New Roman, size 12, double spaced is the correct format for MLA. So once I've done that, I am ready to get started. So first what we're going to do is we're going to insert your header, which goes up here in the upper right-hand corner. So we're going to go up here to Insert. We're going to go down to Header and Page Number. And even though we're entering a header, and it makes sense to click header, we're actually going to click Page Number. This is a little shortcut because we do need to have a page number. We're going to click the first box, which has the number in the upper right-hand corner. Then we're going to move our cursor from after the one to in front of the one. And we need to type our last name. So you're going to type your last name. For this example, I'm going to use Ron Weasley, so I'm going to type Ron's last name. Once I've typed the last name, I'm not finished quite yet. I need to make sure I hit the space bar. So there should be a space between your last name and the page number. Now I also want to highlight this, and I want to double check to make sure that my computer did not change my font back to the default. So I need to make sure it still says Times New Roman size 12. If these go blank, that means either the number or the last name is not in Times New Roman or not in size 12. But it looks like mine is good to go. So one more thing before we get out of here. If we were to print this as is, your header would cut off a little bit because it's so high up on the top of your page right now. In order to create that ½ margin above, we just want to put our cursor, make sure our cursor is in front of our last name, and just hit enter or return one time. That creates our ½ margin up here. And then our header is good to go. So we want to go below the header footer line and click, and that's how we get out of it. The next thing we need to do for our MLA page format is our heading. Our heading consists of 4 things. The first is our first and last name. So you need to write your first and last name. I'm going to write Ron Weasley. Okay, then I hit enter. I need to make sure that it's double spacing. Mine still says double. It looks like it's double spacing, so mine is good to go. Double check yours. The next line in my header is your teacher's name. So if you are in my class, you're going to write Miss Holcomb. If you're in someone else's class, then you need to make sure you write their name. And then I'm going to hit enter again. The next line in your heading is the class that you're in and the period number that you're in. So we're going to write English 9, comma, period. For the sake of this example, we'll write period 1. So if you're in English 10, 11, or 12, you need to make sure you change that. And if you're in a different period, you need to make sure you write the correct period and do not just copy period 1 here. Also, please make sure you capitalize English and period. Do not abbreviate period. And also don't forget this comma right here in between. And then I hit enter. The last line in my heading is the date for MLA format. It goes day, month, year. So let's just use the first day of school for this example. So August 8th. So we'll do 8 August 2018. Please make sure you don't abbreviate the month, and please make sure you capitalize it. So that's what my MLA heading should look like right there. I hit enter. I'm not quite done. I need to make sure I have a title. The title should be centered. So you want to come up here and you want to hit center align. I'm going to write title for now as an example, but please make sure when you go to write your essay that you come up with something creative. So title will go right here. I hit enter. I'm not ready to start my essay because my cursor is still centered. And for all essays, you want to make sure you're left aligned. So you come up here and you select left align. One more step, all paragraphs should be indented. So once your cursor is in line here with your heading, you're going to hit the tab key one time, and that's going to indent it 1/2 inch. All your paragraphs should be indented 1/2 inch, which is just one click of the tab key. Once you've done this, you're good to go, and you can start writing your essay.